pretend you are Beyonce and that bug is everyone else.
You can do anything you wanna when you come along with Alana.
Hey people, it's Alana and welcome back to Along with Alana, the video podcast, which the video portion might only be on YouTube for this. I don't know. I'm like really over. I don't know. I haven't decided I don't know. I don't know because the ads don't play. But why am I acting like I actually make ad money? I have 59 cents in my ad money wallet. So like, really? Is it that big of a deal that I don't make ad money on my Spotify video episodes? Whatever. Hi, welcome back. Thank you to everyone who listened to episode 4, the cultural implications of cat people versus dog people. Yeah, I really, my attempt to be neutral during that was a fail. Anywhoosie. I don't have a cup today. There's nothing in the mug. It is raining though, again. So I think we're 5 for 5 on that, which is very bizarre. But it wasn't like raining when I was recording episode 4, but it rained that day. So I'm counting it, but it is currently raining. Well, they can tell when it's raining. Today's episode is going to be me just reading off a list called like favorite things quiz and telling you my favorite things because I was asking my best friend Mel, what should my next podcast episode be? And I was reading off my list of options in my note called podcast ideas in my phone. It's a huge note in my phone. Like I have several episode ideas and I was like, all right, should it be things that people do that annoy me? Should it be things that make me violently angry? Should it be things that I've like lost sleep over? And she was like, all of these are negative. And I was like, yeah, well, I can't rant and be funny about positive things. But I was like, you know what? You're right. So here I am literally Googling favorite things quiz. And I found this one called like the 101 plus. So what is it? Is it 101 or is it more than 101? Favorite things quiz. And it's just like it's a list of, you just read off things and you answer your favorite things. So we're going to be positive today, even though I have like, oh my God, an ample amount of seasonal depression because it's freaking freezing in May. I'm so cold. It's rainy and cold. Every other day is freezing and rainy, hot and sunny, freezing and rainy, hot and sunny. And they expect me to be mentally stable. I don't understand. It's not going to happen. And I'm not here for it. Anyway, before we get started, let's do latest love and cringy Facebook memory of the day. All right. On this day, 12 years ago, May 6th, 2010. Ew. It's just all caps. EW period. I can only imagine what that was referring to. Oh God, if I had to guess, it was like me seeing my ex with his new girlfriend. I don't know. What was that? Was that freshman year? Spring freshman year? Yeah. I'm assuming it was something along those lines. Next. Same day, 12 years ago. Had a dream that Alana had a dream that her alarm was going off nonstop for 35 minutes and the noise was coming out of a crumpled napkin. I wonder how I didn't wake up. God, that was so annoying. Yeah, I used to dream that my alarm was an inanimate object in the dream and I couldn't shut it off no matter what. This is a recurring thing. This would happen to me a lot, but that's when I would have to get up at a time that the first number on the time is a single digit. And I just don't do that anymore because I literally can't. And that's that on that. Okay, latest love. My latest love is rewatching Stranger Things. It also on this day, May 6th, last year, 2021, Stranger Things posted episode 4's like teaser trailer with like Dr. Brenner going, 11, are you listening? And it's been a freaking year. And then it's been 3 years since season 3 came out. Season 3 came out July 4th, 2019. That was season 3 with the 4th of July, and like 11 had like long hair, and and like Billy and all that. And yeah, so because it's been 3 years, I am rewatching season 1, season 2, season 3. What I specifically love about this rewatch is that I'm watching it on like 3 volume, literally like volume 3 with the subtitles so that I don't get jump scared. There was a moment where I still got jump scared. I'm over the jump scares. The story is amazing. I can't deal with the jump scares. I just can't. Sorry. But it's been a lot of fun to rewatch and like really catch up with the story, and kind of like, now that I'm not watching it like with my eyes closed, like half through my hands, like I can kind of enjoy it more. And I love watching things with subtitles lately because you don't miss anything. You catch everything they say because it's right there. Okay, let's do this. Am I going to get through all 101 plus things? No, I'm going to stop when I'm bored. Maybe this will be a short episode because, yeah, I don't know. Favorite color? That's easy. Pink! But I did pretend it was green for like kind of a long time. It was green at one point, but it was pink for like a really long time. I want to say it was very much pink from like end of freshman year of college and beyond. But I was like saying it was green pretty much all through college still. And I wasn't admitting it was pink, but it really was. The coolest natural wonder I've ever... Oh, I should say that this first category of these first few questions are nature and travel. Not really sure what favorite color has to do with nature and travel, but okay. The coolest natural wonder I've ever seen. The Grand Canyon. It's a giant hole in the middle of the country. It's so cool. It's literally the best. The most fun road trip I've ever taken, where and with whom? Oh, I've been on several fun road trips. Well, that same Grand Canyon trip was with my friend Tori, and we basically were road tripping all through Utah and Arizona during that whole week. That was 5 years ago. That's insane. And that was really fun. I've road tripped with my other best friend, Mel. She lives in California, but we did a California road trip all the way from San Francisco down to LA together. And it took us like 6 days, but like that was really fun. And then I drove with my other best friend, Marlena, from New York to Michigan. And it was like 12 hours, but it went weirdly fast. That was like a weirdly fast trip. It didn't feel like 12 hours at all. That was a fun one. Okay. The best place I have ever traveled, where I'd spend my whole life if I could. So I always say I would move to Chicago if I like didn't live here in this house in Queens, but I think the answer to that might be Miami. Here's the thing. If Miami, Florida were not in Florida, I would live there. I would live there so hard. I really would. But I'm like literally trying to plan a trip to Miami with my sister right now as we speak. Like after I record this, I'm going to book the flight. Miami's amazing. I went there for my 28th birthday. Literally, no, it was my 27th birthday. My bad. And I was like, wow, I've never been this happy for this extended of an amount of time. Like it was so good. That's sad. No, that's not true. But like it's just Miami's the best. Miami's the best, period. Favorite environmental sound, rain, thunder, etc. Oh God, I hate all of those sounds. Silence. That's my favorite environmental. No, waves, ocean waves, and like waves on a lake lapping against the sand. That's probably okay. Next, the prettiest natural landscape I've ever seen. So like besides the Grand Canyon, also Bryce Canyon, which before I did that Utah-Arizona trip, I didn't know about Bryce Canyon. And then Tori was like, no, we have to see Bryce Canyon. It is the craziest thing. It's these stacked bright orange rocks that are called hoodoos. And it's just the coolest. Google Bryce Canyon. It is like the most beautiful, like the way the rocks. It's so nuts. It's so nuts. Bryce Canyon was like surprisingly really, really, really cool because I didn't even know about it. My favorite type of wild weather. I love when it's freaking 80 and sunny and calm. That's wild these days, apparently. That's like we get that 3 days a year. It's either 1,005,000,000 degrees and 9 gazillion% humidity, or it's freezing and rainy, or freezing and overcast. And there's no in between in New York anymore. New York is not a temperate location to live anymore. And in case you couldn't tell, I'm getting really sick of it. Today was so cold and I was in a bad mood because of it literally the whole day. Oh no, we're staying positive. We're staying positive. The most scared I've been by a bug or critter. Why is this a favorite things? Definitely when I first moved. Okay, so like before I moved in, there had been no one living in this apartment for like, I think like a year. So like when I moved in, all the little buggies were still like, oh, this is a safe space. So there were like some weird ass bugs when I first moved in. Like there were like centipede, like those little things with like a million legs, but like the body is skinny. So not a centipede, but the body is very skinny and it's light brown and there's a billion legs all around, almost like a feather. Okay, there was one of those in my sink. And I called my best friend Max. And I was like, what do I do? There's a bug. And I'm like literally sobbing. It was extremely dramatic and ridiculous. And he goes, Alana. I told this story at his wedding and my speech at his wedding. He goes, Alana, pretend you are Beyonce and that bug is everyone else. So it was in my kitchen sink. I turn on the water. I take the dish soap, like the Dawn or whatever, and I squeeze it around the perimeter. So if he were to try to climb out, he would just slip down the sides. Okay, so I'm like squeezing and drowning and messing up this bug's life with water and soap, and he finally goes down the drain. But I'm like sobbing on the phone, like. I think it was also just a very big, like, and this was like maybe the second or third weird bug encounter I had in my first month of moving. But I think it was that combined with like, oh my God, I'm on my own. Like I can't just like call my stepdad or mom to come kill this. Like I'm literally by myself. Like I live alone. I was only 23. Like I was just like figuring it all out, you know? And I think like by the time I was up to the third bug from another planet, I was like flipping out. Next. It's asking for my favorite flower purchased, personally grown, or to receive in delivery. They're all the same answer. My favorite flower is a Gerber daisy. Thank you. They're the most bright, colorful, and symmetrical. Now we're in category food and drink. I'm going to skip around. Favorite meal out ever. There used to be a restaurant in Glen Cove, New York called Mara's, or Mara's really, and they had gnocchi pesto. It was amazing. That restaurant closed many years ago. R.I.P. Mara's, R.I.P. their gnocchi pesto specifically. It was weird. I went to Italy senior year of high school with my Italian class, and it was the first time I had had gnocchi, and it was also the first time I had had pesto. And then when we came home from that trip, we went to Mara's, and I was like, let me try the gnocchi pesto. I probably will like the combo. A+ combo. Favorite food I've cooked? I don't cook. Oh my God, I just remembered that I used to, oh my God, I just unlocked a buried memory, people. I just remembered that I used to make banana surprise. It's what I called it that. It's not a real thing. I would take a bowl and I would mush up banana, just like mush it up, completely mushed, cinnamon and a little sugar. In hindsight, I definitely didn't need the sugar. Just banana and cinnamon, and I would mush it like crazy until it looked almost like oatmeal. And it was yo, I should make that again. It was so good, but it looked nasty. So there was something where we had to like bring it to school. So I like brought it to either like 5th or 6th grade, and the kids in my class were like, that looks disgusting. And I'd be like, okay, I'm so aware. You're totally right. But like, do me a fave, just try it. And everyone was like, oh my God, this is so good. It was so good. That's my favorite thing I've cooked. It's not cooking. It's just banana and cinnamon mushed. Favorite food from childhood? Gushers, but I still eat those now. You know, you could buy Gushers. They're at the store. Go buy them. They're literally at the supermarket. I promise you. Fruit by the foot and fruit roll-ups too. You know what though? A good PB&J when I was a kid. Favorite drink on a hot summer day? Strawberry lemonade. Favorite drink on a cold winter night? Strawberry lemonade. Favorite? No. The best cup of coffee I've ever had. The Bean in Patchogue, Babylon? Where is that? The Bean. It was like a vanilla something something. It was amazing. That's the best cup. I know for a fact that was the best cup of coffee I've ever had. The best dessert I've ever eaten. Banana surprise. Favorite junk food. Here's the thing. What is junk food? Like, shut up. I don't know. Favorite pizza toppings. I usually just go cheese, but if I like a good meatball, I feel like meatball's so underrated. The one splurge grocery item I have never yet splurged on. What? Nothing. I allow myself to buy things. Favorite dinner my mom made? Pasta. Favorite ice cream ever and from where? I used to love Birthday Bash ice cream in college. What was that, like the Hershey's brand? But if I had to like really pick an actual favorite ice cream flavor, if I really had to pick, it'd be strawberry. Totally strawberry. I love things with like caramel and marshmallow and yada yada, but if it really came down to it, straw. Favorite cereal, that's a good one. Crunch Berries. Crunch Berries is number 1. Trix is number 2. And I guess like Fruit Loops or Lucky Charms would be like tied for 3rd. I do love Cookie Crisp though, but I feel like it's literally candy when I eat Cookie Crisp because of the chocolate in it. Like it's almost like too much candy and not even cereal at that point. I'm skipping. Hobbies and entertainment. Favorite car I've owned. Well, I've only owned one car, and that was Alana's Elantra, the first version, the 2013 version. We now drive Alana's Elantra, the 2021 leased version, but I don't own it. But I do miss the car that my family owned, Ralphie. Ralphie was the car I learned to drive in, got my license in, drove to school in for just 1 month, only June of senior year, only June 2009 before my stepdad gave it away. Ralphie was a 2002 Chevy Prism, and Ralphie had the squeakiest door you ever did hear. Ralphie had the best booming bass sound system you ever did hear. I've never had a sound system sound as good as Ralphie. It was just like they don't even make Chevy Prisms anymore. R.I.P. Ralphie. Hope he's doing well. Favorite hobby or activity that makes me get lost for hours. Ooh, does this count? Like decluttering and organizing parts of my house. Like once I get started on a section of my house, that's it. I will overturn it and declutter and donate and get rid of so much stuff. Like, yeah, once I get started on a project like that, I'm like in. Like I do my makeup occasionally. Like I'll just reorganize my makeup or reorganize like bookshelves or something. I love that. The most important tool in my craft or hobby kit, my hot glue gun. Yo, if you don't have a hot glue gun, what are you doing? Are you even crafting? Probably not. You gotta have a hot glue gun. Dollar Tree has good hot glue replacements, like the little glue sticks, but don't get a glue gun at Dollar Tree. There are things I will highly recommend getting at Dollar Tree. Don't get a glue gun, but the glue sticks are good there. Coolest handmade gift I ever gave anyone. Oh God, I don't know. I handmade my mom a lot of cool things. Oh, here we go. Favorite movie of all time. School of Rock. The 2003 iconic. Is it 2004? Oh my God. If I just said that wrong, I'm going to lose my entire mind. School of Rock. 2003. I was right. Okay, good. Jeez. Why was I doubting that? My favorite movie of all time is School of Rock. My second favorite movie of all time is 10 Things I Hate About You. And my third favorite movie of all time is Scott Pilgrim versus the World. Honorable mentions, like tied for 4th under that top 3 is like Back to the Future, Frozen, Turning Red, and Friends with Benefits with Justin Timberlake and Mila Kunis. Fantastic movie. Best character development in any rom-com ever, in my humble opinion. Favorite horror movie? I've only seen one Signs. I've only seen Dude, Signs freaked me out for like a year. Why? Why is that one part where they're at like the birthday party and the alien walks by? Why is that so bad? That messed me up. Yeah, I don't do horror. I love Halloween, but I don't do horror. Stranger Things is the most horror I'll do. And even then I'm like, ugh. Okay. Favorite TV show. This one's hard. I obviously love Stranger Things, but I love Broad City. I love Pen 15. I love Hannah Montana. Like truly. Like maybe that's my favorite TV show. Hannah Montana. I don't care. That's what it is. What was I going to say? Oh, Alone Together. If you have Hulu, there's a show that only unfortunately lasted 2 seasons on Hulu called Alone Together. And it's about a guy and a girl best friend that are just that. They're just best friends. And everyone's like, you guys should get together. And they're like, no, literally, ew. But it's like, it's just, I actually found myself cackling out loud more at Alone Together than I was for like Broad City, believe it or not. So like, I mean, I should probably rewatch it. It's really freaking good. I like highly enjoyed every bit of that show. Highly recommend. Favorite book of all time. I don't really read. Favorite musician. Oh, myself. Famous person I've admired who I most would like to meet. Vanna White. That's my next, like, I've met Christopher Lloyd and, Joey Fatone, and next on the list is Vanna White. Favorite song. So since like 2014, I've been saying that my favorite song is One Last Time by Ariana Grande. It's just so good. I am literally always in the mood for it. No Tears Left to Cry is up there too. I just have so many favorite songs, but I've always like defaulted because just for the sake of giving people an answer to that question, I've just said One Last Time. Boom, 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 boo-doo-doo-doo. Favorite guilty pleasure band? I don't know, like Stained. Now that we're here, it's so far away. Oh, God. I'm not even guilty about that. That's a great song. The most competent activity I do? What does that mean? Like the thing I'm best at? Teaching music. That's the thing I'm definitely most competent in. I'll tell you that. Not podcast making, that's for sure. Favorite instrument. People ask me this a lot because I play a lot of instruments. They're like, what's your favorite? Here's the thing. My favorite to play, my favorite to teach, and my favorite to listen to are like 3 different answers. So my favorite to play is flute because that's my main instrument and I can play it the best. And also I like how the flute can do what my voice can't. Like it's a bigger range. It's just is able to do more things. My favorite instrument to teach, I've been enjoying teaching guitar lately, but I don't know. I kind of like teaching clarinet because I frickin' hate the clarinet. So I guess it's like a challenge. Like I want my students to not hate it as much as I do. And then to listen to, I don't know, cellos are cool. Melodicas are cool. I don't know. That's so hard. Favorite sport? Badminton. Song that makes me move no matter how bad I feel. Why is that so hard to think of? Probably like Die Young by Kesha. Any like Kesha bang, We Are Who We Are. Any like Kesha banger. The next category is people and family. Favorite conversation I've ever had with a person? I don't know. God, that's like favorite air you breathe. Like, I don't know. Teacher who changed my life and why? Probably my high school band teacher. And also my flute teacher. Duh. Yeah, my flute teacher who like is the reason I'm even a musician. And then my high school band teacher is like the reason I'm a music teacher. So definitely those 2. Ooh, the hardest question a child has ever asked me. Dude, some of my students, they be asking me some crazy questions. I don't know. I have to think about that. The hardest question a child is. Here's the thing. When kids ask me crazy questions, I actually just answer them. I actually find a way to literally just answer them. Aw, Nelly. Hi. Hi, sweetie. Hi. Hi, baby cakes. I love you. I don't know, but I like to just treat children like they're literally just people. So I tend to just really find a way to answer their hard questions. The most important time I've had to be there for a friend. Ooh, I know. Honey bunny, I'm recording. Shh. Back in October, my best friend Mel was going through a breakup. She was finding out she needed major surgery. Her grandpa passed away. It was a lot. It was like truly bonkers. And like me just listing those three things, like I can never make it sound how intense that month actually was. Like no matter how I describe it, it's never going to come off accurately. And we were like on the phone a ton. I was going through a lot too. Like my uncle had died that same month. Like I was like sick. It was just crazy. Like that was a crazy month for real. That was nuts. But then her surgery was actually in the first week of February. So for the first week of February, I was in San Diego, like literally just being her caretaker. So in that sense, I had to literally be there for her to like get her food and like give her medicine. So yeah, definitely that time. Love you, Melly. My favorite moment as a sister. Sierra being born and me becoming a sister in the first place. Honestly, so my sister is 11 years younger than me. She's 20. She graduated high school 2020. So that was like, she was like that senior class where their senior year just got ripped away from them. It was bonkers. It was absolutely insane. But at the end, the high school that we went to has a musician's dinner and there's like performances and awards and it was on Zoom. So I was like at my house watching this whole thing go down on Zoom. And Sierra, my sister, she won like every award, including leadership in the arts, which is like the one. That's it. All of the awards. It's like best picture, right? All of the awards lead up to that one. Who wins leadership? Like, I didn't even get that. I didn't get that. And I was like most musical in my high school. Who got that? Max? Max, did you get that? Who got that in my grade? Whatever. I just know I didn't even get it. So like for Sierra to get that, plus she was like singing cello. She was like in all these performances. They made videos to show on the Zoom. And I was just so freaking proud of her. Like after all that they had been through as a class, after what she had been through, like she had all these great things lined up for the end of her senior year, to have that just truly ripped away with zero warning. And for her to like come out on top like that, I was just so proud. Also moving her into college was a big deal. That was fun. My favorite moment as a daughter. Ooh. I just have great memories of like when it was just me and my mom living together in our Queens apartment, not too far from where I am now. She was a single mom. I was little. And we lived together, just us, for like 6 or 7 years. And I just have really great memories of like, I don't know, we would just hang out. We would just do cool things. And she's just the best mom ever. The kindest thing a stranger ever did for me. Interesting. These two people who I would otherwise like probably never vibe with, like let's just say they had like bumper stickers on their car that would never align with a bumper sticker I would have on my car. But the last Elantra before this one, the one I owned, just like died. And it was 1 billion degrees out and it just like straight up died in the Dollar Tree parking lot. And then next door was like an AutoZone or something. So I went in there and I was like, does anyone know how to like, can anyone jump my car? And this couple, the girl was actually really cool. She was like one of those like cool girls who knows like what cars are. So like this couple like helped me out and they got my car started and I was able to like just get home that day. And I was very appreciative of that. The kindest thing I ever did for a stranger. Aw, wait, Maxine, I'm going to tell this story. So my friend Maxine, who I went to 90s Con with, we met because people were being assholes to her in this Dunkin' Donuts, and we were both in this Dunkin' Donuts, and she was getting like a donut, and I was like, I got it, don't worry, like I'll pay for you, because these other people were being like crazy mean. Just, they were being mean to like everyone. They were just like being annoying at the table they were sitting at, but they like, I remember they said something particularly nasty to her, and I was like, I'll pay for your donut. And then she was like, that's really nice of you. Do you have Facebook? And I was like, yeah. And we are still friends 9 years later. How much time are we at? What are we at? 33? Is that what that says? I could end it here. I could make a really short episode. Should we do that? Let's do that. Let's make this a really short episode because I don't feel like editing that much. And if I want this to come out on Monday, that's 2-3 days from now. So let's do it. Let's end it here. Thank you so much for listening. I hope you enjoyed this like more positive topic, aka me, things I like in this world. It's okay. Next episode, I'm going to rant and rave about things I hate. I will. I promise. It's time. Yeah, like I said, it's been kind of like a weird week. My seasonal depression and otherwise regular depression has been like, not the best. How appropriate during Mental Health Awareness Month in May that my mental health has not been the best. But I feel like we're all feeling it right now. I mean, to be completely honest with you, one of my campers at my summer camp job that I work at, unfortunately passed away 2 days after his 10th birthday last week. And it has been hitting all of us. All of us who work at that camp have been severely feeling it. We love you, Laser. We love you, Laser's family. So between that and like this whole Roe vs. Wade utter nonsense, I've just been like feeling very, wow, the world is just cruel. And like, I feel like all I do and all people I know and love do is like just scream into a void and fight for basic human rights, just fight for like an ounce of joy and happiness, all for it to just be like, I don't know. So it's been a weird week. I've been feeling like I'm on autopilot a little bit. And then the rain just really doesn't help, man. It's rough out here. When it's cold and rainy in May, I get like very upset. But I have an appointment with my new psychiatric nurse practitioner. So perhaps I will talk to her about getting back on my antidepressants. Oh, we're just being real as hell right now. Here we go. I came off my antidepressants in February when I visited Mel because I like didn't have them for my trip to California. And long story short, I couldn't get them. So then I just decided to like see how it would go with me not taking them. And it ended up being okay. And then it just kind of kept going March, April. And now we're in May and I'm feeling like, maybe I should go back on them. It's okay. I'm going to talk to my NP and I'll figure it out. But yeah, anyway, trying to kind of like be more positive because I could have done an episode today where I was like just screaming and listing things I hate, but you know, things I like. That was kind of cool. Thank you, Mel, for pointing that out to me that I should do a positive episode this week. If you enjoy along with Alana, you can leave a 5-star review on Spotify or Apple Podcasts. Thank you so much to those who have left reviews. And you can leave a review with words on Apple Podcasts, which would be cool to read. So far, I only have one. You can leave a comment and subscribe on YouTube. You can like the video on YouTube. You can share along with Alana with a friend or family member or enemy. If you want to annoy them, be like, check out this bitch. Okay. Thank you so much. I love you all. I do. I feel like I would always feel like that's so stupid to say, but I truly do. And it's been really cool to have people like that I haven't talked to in years just be like, hey, like I listened to the podcast, like I'm enjoying it. It's like great for on my way to work, whatever. Like, thank you so much. I truly thought like 5 people were going to listen. And it's like more than 5. So I love all more than 5 of you. I really, really do. Okay, see you on the next one. Okay, bye.